Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to a rainy East Vineland, New Jersey here on Kubota Farm, where we are continuing on with our cotton harvest. And in starting up the harvester again, I did get a I did get a flash across the screen that said harvesting in the rain will reduce yield. We've gotten 2 bales so far. Here is our 3rd one. And I'm looking at that message up there that says AI worker A is currently blocked. Unless he thinks that pole right there is some blockage. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Let's drop this bale. I don't know how much of a yield do you lose? Harvesting while it rains reduces the yield. And AI worker stopped unexpectedly. No field. That's so interesting. Well, right off the bat, we are just dealing with a little bit of a problem. Let me finish up this little row right here. I don't know how much yield you suffer with rain. I guess I've never, in 22, I don't know if I've ever harvested in the rain in FS22 now that I'm thinking about it. Well, hopefully we're not going to suffer too much of a yield loss. What does the weather look like here for the area? Because if it's going to stop raining, it's going to stop raining at 2 o'clock. It's another hour and a half. But we are so far, we are so far into this, I just don't see a reason to stop now. So let's just run with it. I say we run with it. Another thing I haven't done in FS22 is used this particular cotton bale pickup trailer. It's something new. So I hope you're all doing really well. Thursday, we are very close to the end of the week. I love Thursdays and being able to say that. We're so close. We're 1 day away. I do have a small announcement to make for the channel. It's not a really big deal, but I'm hoping it won't affect too many people negatively, and I apologize if it does. But I am going to have to, well, I'm going to switch my upload times for my videos. Right now, I do them daily at 6 a.m. And I'm going to push those back to uploading. Right now I'm going to push it back to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So about 5 hours. I'm going to push back the uploads. And I'm doing it for a couple of reasons. Both of them are, well, are kind of selfish on my part. One is, I guess we get 2 bales on here? Can we get 3? It says only 66%. So let's grab this 3rd one. One of it is just for, give me a little bit more time to get the video created, and if I need to edit and upload, it gives me a little bit more time to do that for my schedule. I was not very good on that one, but at least I picked it up. What I've run into a couple times is if I record later at night. Let's see here. I think if we can fold this up. If I'm recording later at night, these files are not small, and by the time they upload and get through all the processing on YouTube's end, both standard and high def, I've hit it close and in fact missed the mark a couple times. And the problem there is with YouTube, sometimes it gets stuck and doesn't finish high def, and if that happens, I don't see that until it's too late and it's been published in standard def and it looks not so good. So I'm trying to have a little quality control and give me a little bit more time to make that correction if it does get stuck and still get it up in time for it to be high definition. And the other thing is I think just reading around and getting some advice from some other people who have done YouTube. 11, some were saying noon, some were saying somewhere between noon and 4, and I kind of feel like 11 is a decent compromise. Plus, it's at least Eastern Standard Time is where I live, so it's kind of that just before lunch or just around lunchtime. And maybe if you want to watch a video at lunch, this one, if you want to check out my video, it'll be available. I think we want to sell right here where this big old exclamation point is. And I apologize. I'm still learning how to talk and play at the same time. So my apologies for being a little interruptive. So yeah, uploads are going to start taking place at 11. Nothing else is changing. Same Kubota farm. Same. I want to kind of tag this place, right? Just so I know I'm hitting it if I can see it in the rain. Oh, it's right over there. Where did our... Oh, there he is. I was just thinking, where in the world did our harvester go? He's not going to finish off that thing. But I think we can empty, if it's got enough. Can't we do a partial on the cotton bales? Anyways, so I'm still learning the whole YouTube thing. I apologize if that is inconvenient for any of you. Just bear with me as I get the channel going and get the channel started and get things figured out. I do appreciate that. But so expect daily uploads again, continuing instead of 6, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. On the weekends, I will probably continue to do them either earlier in the morning like I used to, maybe like 7 or 8, and maybe even some evening uploads as well. And I still have some other ideas for the channel that I am kind of playing around with and figuring out. So there's definitely more to come in the future, and I would really appreciate it if you all would just be patient with me like you have been. I've gotten some really nice feedback. People have been super kind, and I'm excited about the channel, getting the channel, not so much, just the growth, but just, getting things perfected and better and learning as I go too. I'm stuck. But you know what? Maybe I'm close. Am I close enough? How does this thing unload? Does it unload like the other ones? And is it going to go berserk? Oh, don't do that, Brad. I think if we do this... Yeah, phew, good deal. I think of that song Berserker. Who was that? Was it... It was on Clerks. Jay and Silent Bob standing out in front of the store. But who was the German guy that was he Russian or German? It was German, right? And he was singing that song Berserker. Oh man, Clerks was hilarious. Okay, let's see what our contract is. Man, I get sidetracked so easy. 99%. No. No. Tell me I didn't ruin it by harvesting in the rain, right? Oh my goodness. I hope we can get some cotton out of this harvester, or this harvest is going down in a big fail. I got a bad feeling. I've got kind of a bad feeling. Let's go check our cotton harvester. Whoops, there we go. Lower, fold, turn off. I don't think we have enough to unload anything from it, do we? Can't fold while it's filled. Turn off automatic, fold, lower. I don't see I don't see empty. I think I did screw up. I think baling in the rain or harvesting in the rain was enough to do it. That's kind of frustrating. Has this ever happened to any of you? I think this is a first for me. I honestly, there's been only one other time that I have failed to complete a contract, and I believe we've talked about it, or I've talked about it on my channel, and it was when I was doing a corn harvest contract over on Elm Creek, and I was dropping off all of the corn at the sell point, and I didn't own the sell point, and it filled up and it wouldn't let me take any more corn there, so I couldn't complete the contract. And I think if I remember right, I'm just searching around to see if we missed any cotton. I don't think we did. I think you guys are seeing a big old fail right here. I don't know what else we could do unless there's another... Ooh, I know what we might be able to do if we get lucky. Is there another cotton? Oh, there is. There's a cotton contract on field 31. Oh my goodness. I think we can accept this one. I've done this before where you can use the same equipment on multiple contracts so you don't have to borrow another set of equipment. I think we can take our stuff over here and get this thing completed. Yeah. Okay. Let's accept this contract. So that's over on field 31. Where is field? Of course, field 31 is on the other side of the map almost here. Field 31 right there. Okay, so not bad. We just need to, sorry, I brushed my mic with my hand there. So we just need to head all the way south, head west. I think what we can do is we'll use the follow me, and we'll head over to field 31 and continue. Unless things have changed, we should be able to continue using this equipment. Man, we got lucky, I think. I think we got lucky. Because if that cotton wasn't there, if that cotton harvest wasn't there, or that contract wasn't there, we weren't gonna be able to finish this one. And it's still raining. So I think what we might do, just to play it safe, I guess I don't really, I hate to say it, but I don't necessarily care if we don't finish the other one because it's not very big. That should set up the follow me. We'll take the slower ride over. You gonna follow us there? Beautiful. Okay. And am I heading the wrong direction? It certainly looks that way. We need to go this way. So I'm not particularly, I want to look and see how much of a yield loss then it is for harvesting in the rain. I'm curious, is it like 25-30% or more or something crazy? I mean, I remember, now I don't know, I didn't play a ton of 19, but I seem to remember in 17 and 15, and going back even to 13, if it was raining, you just flat out couldn't harvest. It would just say, you can't harvest in the rain. And I actually kind of prefer the way 22 does it, where you can continue to harvest, your just yield is going to suffer. I actually prefer that. I think that is a better deal. Lets you make the decision if you need to get a harvest done before it withers or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But I wish the game would... What did I hit? Oh, I got the header sticking out there. Okay. I wish the game would be a little bit more specific. Maybe it can't be. I don't know. Maybe that yield is adjusted depending on what crop and how much is left in the field, and maybe there's a lot of variables to that. But anyways, we're going to try and make the best of this. No, I'm not stopping. If people can't see a giant cotton harvester coming their way, they shouldn't be driving. Oh, it's not very nice, is it? So, yeah. I think we got lucky. No questions asked. Are we being followed? We are being followed. Very good. Oh, man. You know what? The trials and turbulations of being a virtual farmer. Now we have to decide if we want to go ahead and just say, who cares, and get to harvesting. I guess I'm kind of voting for maybe fast forwarding time a little bit and see if we can get the rain to stop here around 2 o'clock. That would give us plenty of time to finish this contract and not be penalized, and possibly even complete it for an extra few $1,000s. What is it, $3,000? Is it $2,000 or $3,000 contract? Yeah, just $2,300, so not a whole lot. And where is... I don't want to take this stock or mailbox out if I don't have to. Where's its selling point? Same thing, spinnery. Okay. Well, that works. That works pretty good. I think we should let's just see what happens. Let's just go for it. I'm actually very surprised that we got lucky enough to have another cotton harvest waiting for us. If I remember correctly, when we moved to December, I'm pretty sure contracts all but disappear on us, if I'm not mistaken. I think they kind of go away quite a bit, so yeah. We'll see how that goes. So another thing I wanted to mention as well, and this is more just kind of a in passing thing. You might be noticing a little bit of change in the quality of the videos, actually for probably the better. Right now I am gaming, my maximum gaming resolution is 1080p, which overall actually is surprisingly decent on YouTube. YouTube does a lot of compression on their videos, and although it is pretty good, you do lose at least a decent amount of quality depending on what you're recording in. But I am going to step it up to 1440p, and that way I can record in that as well, and hopefully you all will notice a little bit better image quality on your end as well. Have to let me know what you think, and I'll be curious to see as well what if it does make any type of a difference. I've watched a lot of comparison videos on YouTube. I use Shadowplay. I've played around with OBS. I do like OBS, but Shadowplay is just so integrated and does everything I need it to do. I'm just going to get this little bit started here. We're a ways away from another bale, so let me get this lined up. I know yield is suffering. I understand. Okay. Well, I think what we're going to do is take another look at the weather. And if this is correct, man, this is warm for November. Wow. I'll tell you what, if we're hitting 70 in November in Michigan here where I live, yeah, giddy up. Okay, looks like it's going to stop raining around, was it 2 o'clock? Oh, 16. Man, make this slighter. There we go. So 1400 hours, that's 2 o'clock. Let's do a little fast forward. I could just use easy dev controls, but I just don't kind of trust it sometimes with the way it impacts weather. It seems like sometimes when I fast forwarded with easy dev controls, I get some oddities with weather. Could just be me. Still raining, guys. The weatherman has been incorrect again. Let's take another look at the weather, see if it's been updated. Well, all right, let's go a little bit further with it and see if we get a little bit better weather. Oh man, they are going crazy town. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let's fire it up. And we got plenty of time. It's only like 3 o'clock. And if you look at the weather, I think that's pretty much spot on. I think I get what they're doing here. So it said 1400 rain, and then it showed the next one at 1500 hours as dry or just overcast, and that's what it is. So I guess I give kudos to the weatherman or weather lady, whoever they may be. I think they hit it. Let's take another look too at our contract list just to see if something else has popped up, which it hasn't. So no biggie. I think we are going to have to, I'm not sure if we use a bale. Well, it's all going to the spinnery though, so I think it's cumulative. Boy, did I say that right? Cumulative. Which means we could just continue to do this field, finish it off, just take all the bales over to the spinnery, and we should get completion on both contracts, unless I'm wrong. I think that's how it should work. And I'm not going to bother. I thought for sure you could empty the cotton harvester like you can a square baler. Oh, you know what? Maybe that was the square. See, you all get to watch a light bulb come on in my little head when I think I figured something out. I'm saying I think I figured something out, not necessarily figured something out. But this is a round cotton baler, and with round balers, like normal round balers, you can't empty them if they're not full. You only get full bales or nothing. And it just dawned on me that the last time I emptied a cotton baler that wasn't full, it was a square cotton baler. And you can empty regular square balers if they're not completely full. Wow. I'll tell you what, my mom didn't raise a very, I don't even know what that saying is, a very smart kid. I don't know. But it's nice to figure stuff out once in a while. And I don't even know if that's true or not. I'm just trying to use a little bit of game logic or science logic. Hey, thanks for missing that part down there. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. I very much appreciate that. I wonder if someday, and you know what? And again, I'm not trying to be Mr. Negative here. I'm just pointing this stuff out because you play the game long enough and you get to appreciate some of its like subtle oddities and stuff. But if you look at the way the harvester's running right now, it's completely missing an entire row. Like it could shift over one entire row. But now when it turns around, I think if we watch it now, when it turns around, don't get stuck there. That tree is way out of your way. There you go. It's almost zero turn, by the way, too, Chief. I think it'll be dead on. So it's like every other row. Don't make a liar out of me. You're going to make a liar out of me, aren't you? You are going to make a liar out of me. So it's still skipping an entire row. But, oh, no, it's kind of not, though. Because see how it's wiping out the row there on our left? Oh, now it's missing it. Boy, I'll just never understand. Oh, now it's hitting it. I'll never quite understand the subtleties of what we know as the hired worker. I don't get it. Now this is precision farming enabled, and I have not put down any of those. What are those deals called? Let's get out of here and let the hired worker keep going while we're just chatting a little bit. What are those things called, that the little houses that you can buy? They're in here. Are they in sheds? The RTX base stations. Supposedly these do help the productivity of your AI helpers to drive more precise and do their work faster. Now, how much is this? 17,500. I know we're not going to plant one here because we don't own this land. I think it's letting me do this. It would let me put it here, even if we don't own this land, because I think I have a mod that is it Paint and Terraform Anywhere, or there's some mod that I have installed that kind of takes away that limitation. But are these color changeable too? No, they're not, are they? Okay. Maybe we should consider doing that. I'd be curious again. I did it on, I did it for a short while. I placed a couple of those down on, oh, what map was that? I was playing the Michigan map, Frankenmuth. And then I forgot to pay attention to the hired workers and if it really did help them. I put one down with the very intention of trying to pay attention and see what and how much of an impact it would have on them, and I forgot to pay attention. So I really don't know. But I wonder if you do put one down. I don't imagine it'll fix this. I think this is just this whole missing in stuff. This just happens with AI because of how close it is to the road and they get nervous and so on and so forth. But I do wonder if it will correct the alignment of the cutter bar of this header. See, and I wonder if it will. I thought I read someplace it does, or heard from somebody that it does correct that or makes it better. Which, if that's the case, then it kind of begs the question, why has it been that way for so long? Like, I mean, I literally remember, and I use the term literally loosely, but I do remember, even as far back as 15, that this very, and I won't even say it's a bug or a problem, it's just the way it is, right? And this is just the way it's been with hired workers. Is it's the same if they're cultivating. I've seen it with planting, seeding. They're just, you know, you look at the alignment and it just doesn't quite line up identical to what you're always seeing on the field. Like on the left there, that's kind of not where it should be. It's not really in the teeth, right? That well. And then over here you got this one just flapping in the breeze, not really doing anything. But they're all misaligned. And that just seems like something that would be doable or fixable or by now, you know, kind of thing. Again, I don't know. I'm not a game designer. And some things that in my mind would be like, that should be easy. I mean, that right there could require months of code change. I have no idea. And I respect that, because in my line of work, and maybe some of you in either, you know, IT or other areas, you know, whether you're a mechanic, or especially mechanics, oh my goodness, they've got it bad too. Where you get the person who comes up to you and says either says, "Hey, I've got a quick question for you. It should only take a minute." Well, how do you know that it's only going to take a minute or it's a quick question if you don't know the answer? Because you might be asking me something that took me 2 years to learn in college, right? Or, "Hey Brad, I get this a lot too. Hey Brad, can you stop by? I got just a really quick problem I need you to fix." and you have no idea how many times I just want to say, really, how do you know that it's a quick problem and an easy fix? You don't know how to fix it. So how do you know? And trust me, it has happened, and I'm sure it's happened to some of you too, where I fall victim to it, and I'll be like, "Yep, I can stop over. I'll be there in a minute." Walk over there, look at the thing, and it's a blue screen of death on the PC, and I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Really? This is your idea of a quick problem?" You know, it's happened before. It amazes me, but it's the stuff we all live with. It's kind of funny. It's comical. It's what makes the job. And to be really honest, if I'm being honest with you, it keeps the job from being boring sometimes. And I'm sure some of you can relate to that as well. I would guess. So we are getting on into the later part of the episode, and there is enough field here to where I'm actually, we're getting close to dumping a bale. I wonder how much longer. What's our yield on this? 64? Man, hasn't it always been 64%? I think it has been. Straight across the board, we've hit 64% for yield. I'd really like this little guy to dump one more bale for us on this episode, so we can nab it and clamber over to the spinnery, and just to have some, you know, just to have some completion. Oh, look at that, just when I said it. Hee. All right, let's grab this bale and let's take it over to the spinnery and see if we can put a done stamp. Now, we can't close the other contract, otherwise we'll lose our equipment. So don't let me... This hired helper likes to stop after it drops a bale. It shouldn't do that. You should keep going. Thank you. Alright. Let's pick this bad boy up. Let's drop this thing off, make sure we get a done stamp, and we'll call it an episode. Sound fair enough? Let's see here. I want you to fold up for the drive, otherwise I will be clipping every light pole from here to the spinnery. And our spinnery's up there, so we need to head up yonder here. We might do a little cutting. We'll find out here. Well, thank you all for being patient with me. Like I said, as I continue to figure out things for the channel and get things squared away, I'm sure it won't be the first time I have to make some kind of change, but I'm going to try and minimize it and stay as regular as I can with both the content and the time. I am really enjoying myself with doing these recordings. I'm really enjoying the feedback I'm getting and the response I'm getting, so I really do appreciate all of you very much. and putting up with me when I continue to harvest in the rain and ruin what was a perfectly good contract. But we are going to try and salvage this perfectly good contract if we can. Ooh, more cotton. More cotton. A lot of cotton in these Vineland these days. Seems a little far north to have that much cotton, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a different strand of cotton that does well in the northern regions. Yes, we need to turn right. And we're gonna scooch on up here. Get to the spinnery, unload this thing. Fingers crossed, it says, hey, thank you so much for completing the contract. Really appreciate your hard work. You've been a real trooper. No problem with harvesting in the rain. Just remember next time, it's not a good idea. You know, maybe make an effort to do it when it's dry. I passed the spinnery. Where in the world? Is it back in there? It must be back in there. Don't mind me, folks. Just doing a lawn cut. It's buried back here. Here we go. Scooch on in here. I'm gonna try not to hit their their sighting this time. I don't think they took very kindly to that last time. Whoever's car that is, they'd probably like that in one piece when they leave to go home tonight. Crank that wheel. All right. Pull forward just a tad. Scooch off there, buddy. You can do it. A little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. There we go. Perfect. Oh ho 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 ho. Okay, I'm kind of surprised that that didn't finish, but we're at 72% on the other one, so we might still be okay. I'm trying to stay positive about this, but I just haven't run into this before, so we might still be okay. Once we get another bale, if we get another bale. Oh my goodness, I just thought of something. Is it possible, man, I really could have mucked this up. Is it possible that if we only get, well, we're only going to get one more bale out of that field. We still might not get that 100% on that other contract. I'm really surprised we didn't. I wonder if the game is just really upset at me for harvesting in the rain. All right, well, thank you all for watching and for getting probably what amounts to a good laugh out of my incompetence at completing a cotton contract. You all have a really good remainder of your day here, and I will see you Friday morning back in Buchern for, I think, what's going to end up being a winter wonderland. So I'm excited about that episode as well. But y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.